Hi, Manda Louisa here, the Painted Lady. Now, we had a challenge to go to a charity shop and spend no more than £2. So we went to Julia's house and I bought this straightforward jewellery case. Sorry, the drawers are slipping out. You know, very standard but very functional. And I thought that's rather lovely, that just needs a quick paint job. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take off the hardware and then I'm going to go in first of all with a coat of Fairy Chic Sen, which is a lovely beigey creamy colour, because I want to do some decoupage as well. So that will match in with the decoupage that I will be doing. I've already selected. These are just offcuts from a piece that I had done previously, so I'm going to be, you know, using what I've got. This really is going to be quite a cheap transformation. So I will get that prepared. What I'm going to do is go in with, take the hardware off, go in with a coat of Sen, then I'm going to use a coat of Crackle, Fairy Chic Crackle, and then I will come back to you. Hi, so I've come back to you. I have completely covered in Fairy Chic Sen, and then what I've done is I've gone over with Crackle, again Fairy Chic Crackle, and I've put on the next layer of paint, next layer of Sen. So I've left this bit just so I can show you. So I'm going to bring you down just a little bit so I can show you how I've put the paint over the Crackle, and then you'll be able to see the Crackle working, hopefully. Okay, bring you forward. Okay, so I'm going to be using a sponge. So what I plan to do is if I shake my paint pot upside down, I'll get a nice layer of paint in the lid, as you can see, and I'm going to use that to generously apply the paint. You see how I'm doing this? Okay. And I want a bit more paint in my lid, so again, shake it down, shake it down. It's just easier to get the sponge in the lid than it is in the pot. So I want a nice generous layer from the lid. So I'm not skimping at all by any means. I'm laying it on nice and thick. Okay, and that will set up. I've also missed a little bit around the edge here, so I'm going to do that as well while I've got my sponge out. Okay, so keeping it nice and generous. Yep. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry that off, and you'll start to see the Crackle. I can start to see it already. It comes through really quickly. I don't know whether you can see that at the top there. It's looking good. But I'm going to dry that off and you will see it come through really, really quickly. Okay, now I've come back to you. I have put my Crackle glaze on and I've gone over with my top paint colour in Zen, and it's come up with a really beautiful Crackle. The best part of the Crackle, look, 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 it's on the top. I really worked hard at that. Generous coat of Crackle, sponging over with the paint once the Crackle is dry. And now what I've done is I've got all these beautiful bits of paper left over from decoupage projects before, and I've just placed this over the top, and now I'm going to go in, and I'm going to go in with my matte finish just to make sure that it's all stuck down and it's all adhered. Yeah, that's all it takes, absolutely all it takes. You pop down your tissue paper, you go over with a matte finish. You don't have to put the matte finish underneath. Some people like to. I used to like to. but that's all it takes. That's going to set off. I'm going to complete all the way round, and I'll get back to you when that's done. Isn't it looking gorgeous? What a transformation. Hi, so decoupage is going really, really well. Take a little look, that's the top. Look at that crackle underneath. Whoop, whoop. I'm inclined maybe to think about putting something here. I feel it needs something a little bit 3D. So I know that Would You Bend have a super rose, absolutely super rose that I might put onto here. But that will be at a later date when I get my Would You Bend order through. But everything's now decoupage. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I need to just take off the excess with my sanding block, straight down, strokes straight down, quite firm, and you can take off the edge of your papers then. So firm strokes all the way down with your sanding block, and it will take off your excess papers. Look at that, nice clean lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to you with some photographs of how this worked out. I'm really, really pleased with it. I'll get that off in a moment. This was a bargain, absolute bargain. £1.50 at the charity shop. It was dull, it was boring, but it was functional. So I'm going to get the hardware back on. I'm not going to do anything with the hardware because I like the fact that it's aged already. I'm going to get the hardware back on. This is just super. I'm in love with it. I think it's made an absolute transformation. I will get you some photos and yeah, wow. Thank you. Bye for now.
Douce violence de nos jeunes amours, tendre insouciance de nos premiers beaux jours.